Ladies and gentlemen, the 1.5 update for Zenless Zone Zero has been great so far. We had the new story content and the new events going on in the game right now. But obviously, a big topic of conversation is the new limited character, Astra Yao. Not only is she our first limited support character, she's also the first healing agent in the game. And if you've been looking for a build guide for Astra, I got you. I'm going to be covering the upgrade materials you're going to need, what skills to prioritize upgrading, a full kit breakdown, on top of your W engine options, what drive disk you want to look for, and what teams to use her on. Let's not waste any time and dive right into it. If you are debating on pulling for her strengths do include having great buffs from her core skill and her special attack. Number 2, her ultimate provides healing, which is going to be great for some of the endgame content, including simulated battle trial. And number 3, activating her additional ability is very easy. All you need is either an attack or an anomaly character on your team. And as a side note, if you go into the shop, she's also one of the characters that got an exclusive outfit this season, and it looks fantastic. Like I mentioned, Astra is our first limited support character. She deals ether damage and falls under the Stars of Lyra faction with a stat focus on attack and energy regen. And if you want to get her up to max level, here are all the materials you're going to need. To get these support chips, all you have to do is go under Combat Simulation, go under Agent Promotion, and do the support drill. For what skills prioritize upgrading first on Astra, obviously the core skills are a big one, but for your regular skills, I would do the special attack, then your ultimate, your basic attack, then lastly your assist, and then dodge. And here are all the materials you're going to need to upgrade these skills. For the ether chips, come back under Combat Simulation, go under Agent Skill, and do the Resonance test. For your core skills materials, under Expert Challenge, the enemy you're going to want to fight is the Thrashian here at the end for his material. And for your S-rank material under Notorious Hunt, you're going to want to fight the Twin Marionettes for their material. If we want to take full advantage of Astra's buffs, we need to understand how her kit works. First up, if you look under Astra's character icon, you'll notice that there are 4 separate symbols. Each one of those is called a chord. For every 25 energy, Astra will have 1 chord. Obviously, since she will have 4 chords, that is a max of 100 energy. Astra has 2 different states. In her base form, she can run around and perform the basic attack Capriccio, which has its own basic attack 3 and a charge attack. But the form that provides all of the buffs is called the Idyllic Cadenza state, and you proc it by just tapping or holding your special attack. Obviously, the longer you hold the button, the more ether attacks that you'll be able to put in, and then right after this attack, you'll be able to perform a quick assist. Now, the Idyllic Cadenza state does a couple of different things. First up, Astra Yao increases all squad members' damage and their crit damage. While she's in this state, she cannot move, but she still can attack with her basic attack Interlude, which is pretty much her singing into her staff and ether just falls from the sky, and she can still dodge, and she can still perform a dodge counter if she performs a perfect dodge. When you switch to another character, Astra will remain on the field and become invulnerable, so she's pretty much just standing there singing into the mic. If you switch back to her, she'll immediately follow up with that special attack again and proc the quick assist. Now, to exit this state, all you have to do is hold your basic attack button to perform basic attack finale, or hold your dodge button. Now that we've talked about chords in the Idyllic Cadenza state, let's talk about how they work together. If Astra's in the Idyllic Cadenza state and has chords, a quick assist can be triggered in the following situations. And note, this quick assist is between all of your characters, aka your main 2 DPS characters that you're going to be using to switch between. So it's not necessarily her that's going to be taking full advantage of the quick assist. She's basically going to allow your 2 other characters to be able to perform this quick assist. Now, first up, when the active character's attack hits an enemy once every 3 seconds, or if your active character does a heavy attack and that hits an enemy, that'll happen once per second. When your squad members switch through a quick assist, a chain attack, defense assist, or an evasive assist, Astra will consume 25 energy, a chord, and release 1 tremolo to attack. So while your character's attacking, she's also going to be attacking the character with ether damage, and that attack is considered an X special attack. You'll also notice down by the assist button, when you can switch characters, instead of having the regular quick assist with the red circles around it, sometimes it will have a white and purplish circle around it that's glowing. That is what's considered a precise assist. So if you can activate it fast enough, not only does Astra consume 25 energy, a chord, and do the tremolo attack, she also follows up with 3 tone clusters to attack, so it's dealing even more ether damage and buildup. On top of that, if you see it glowing and you perform either a chain attack, a defense assist, or an evasive assist, it will automatically trigger as a precise assist. And this all leads into our core passive, Graceful Andante. During the Idyllic Cadenza state, when other squad members switch through a quick assist, chain attack, defense assist, or evasive assist, and when Astra Yao expends energy to release the Trembolo, consume a chord and attack, both Astra and the incoming character's attack are increased. The increase is equal to 35% of Astra Yao's initial attack, and note, this is at max core skill, up to a maximum of 1200 100. The effect lasts for 20 seconds and can be extended up to 30 seconds with repeated triggers. So as long as you have decent energy regen to get those chords back so she can consume them, you can pretty much have a permanent attack increase. And with her additional ability, Moonlit Frenzy, like I mentioned, all you need is either an attack or an anomaly character, and when energy is consumed to trigger a precise assist or her basic attack finale to leave the Idyllic Cadenza state, Astra Yao will additionally follow up with 1 tremolo and 3 tone clusters. So just with that description, with the Idyllic Cadenza state, consuming cores, and that leading into her core passive, you can already tell that Astra is one of the best off-field characters to have right now, especially in comparison to the other support characters. I like Rina, and I like Nicole, Sukaku, and Lucy as much as the next person, but it's very clear that the amount of benefits that Astra gives is just crazy. Outside the basic attacks that I mentioned, her dodge, her assist, mainly that she has an evasive assist, the other big ticket item is her ultimate, Fantasia Sonata. So when you reach max decibels and you use your ult, you'll use a song to channel energy not only into a blast that deals massive ether damage, but you'll also heal all of your squad members. And in this case, this is only 10 out of 12, so we're getting almost a 2500 HP bump, which is extremely nice, and it's going to be very helpful for that endgame content like I mentioned. After the skill hits, a quick assist icon will be triggered in the bottom right, and after the skill, Astra will enter the Idyllic Cadenza state, and the next 2 quick assists will be replaced with chain attacks. Also, as a side note, her ultimate actually has a second animation. Now, it doesn't change any of the damage or the healing, and I'm not sure exactly how to trigger it. The main way that I found is that if I can get my ultimate back within a decent time and I pop the ultimate again, that is when it does the secondary animation. If you wait too long, it'll still do the first animation. Now that I've explained the kit, let's talk about the damage rotation. Now, one thing to note is that I always put my support character last, so when I use the X special attack to do the quick assist, it automatically goes to my first character here. And then with Astra, obviously, being able to proc the quick assist and the precise assist, I want that to happen between my 2 main characters. For me, the first thing I do when I enter combat, I want to attack with my characters, switch to Astra, and immediately press my special attack button to put her in the Idyllic Cadenza state. I do this regardless if I have 0 or even 100 energy. The reason being is because once I get that energy up, I want to immediately be able to use the precise assist and get all of the attack bonuses as quickly as possible. And as long as you have decent energy regen, you can keep reprocking her core passive and her additional ability. After she enters the state, you'll perform the quick assist for the first character, and honestly, I just go about it like I normally would. I keep attacking with my characters, I do the quick assist when available, when she has energy to consume a chord, and do the precise assist when she does her attack, also attack with my other characters, and get the attack buffs like I mentioned. Honestly, her kit sounds a lot more complicated than it actually is. You don't use her that much, but if you really wanted to save up to a lot of energy first, that's totally fine. You can exit the Idyllic Cadenza state, save up the energy, and then switch to her to enter into it so you can do a bunch of precise assists back to back. In regards to her ultimate, you can honestly use it whenever you like. If you want to get some extra damage in, you could use it when an enemy is stunned, get those chain attacks in, do some ultimates, use up your energy, use those precise assists to have the attack buffs again. Or if you're doing some endgame content and you need healing, it's a great way to immediately heal up your team. For Astra's best W engines, her signature, the Elegant Vanity, is going to be your best bet. You get a base attack and an attack percentage bump, and with its perk Untold Beauty, when any squad member enters the field through a quick assist, chain attack, defense assist, or evasive assist, the equipper gains 5 energy, so that means Astra gets energy regen back. This effect can trigger once every 5 seconds when the equipper consumes 25 or more energy, which you consume 25 whenever you do the precise assist, right? The damage dealt by all squad members increases by 10%, and note this is at rank 1, stacking up to 2 times and lasting 20 seconds. Repeated triggers reset the duration. Only 1 instance of this effect can exist in the same squad. I would recommend getting her signature engine, but if you decide not to, your next best bet is going to be Rina's signature, the Weeping Cradle. You get a base attack and a pen ratio percentage bump, and with this perk Punishment, while off-field, the equipper's energy regen is increased by 0.6 per second, and note this is at rank 1, which honestly is not bad at all for a character like Astra. Attacks from the equipper enhance the squad's damage against a struck target by 10% for 3 seconds. During this period, this effect is further increased by 1.7% every 0.5 seconds up to a maximum additional increase of 10.2%. Repeated triggers only refresh its duration without refreshing the damage increase effect. Passive effects of the same name do not stack. If you don't have any S rank engines, don't worry, there are a couple of A rank ones you can use. The first one being Nicole's signature, the Vault. You get a base attack and an energy regen percentage bump with its perk, Money Lover, dealing ether damage using your X special attack, a chain attack, or your ultimate, which is what Astra does, increases all squad members' damage against the target by 24% and increases the equipper's energy regen by 0.8 per second for 2 seconds. Passive effects of the same name do not stack. Your next option would be Lucy's signature, Kaboom the Cannon. You get a base attack and an energy regen percentage bump, and with this perk, Stampede Accident, when any friendly unit in the squad attacks or hits an enemy, all friendly units' attack increases by 4% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. The duration of each stack is calculated separately, and each friendly unit can provide 1 stack of the buff. Obviously, this is going to perform a lot better on Lucy, but it will work for Astra. The last one I'll mention is the Unfettered Game Ball. This is the support engine from the Battle Pass. You get a flat attack and energy regen percentage bump, and with this perk, Game Start, whenever the equipper's attack triggers an attribute counter effect, all squad members' crit rate against the struck enemy increases by 12% for 12 seconds. For Astra's best drive disc, I would recommend 4-piece Astral Voice with either 2-piece Swing Jazz or 2-piece Hormone Pump. With 4-piece Astral Voice, not only do you get the attack percentage, but whenever any squad member enters the field using a quick assist, all squad members gain 1 stack of Astral up to a max of 3, lasting 15 seconds. Repeated triggers reset the duration. Each stack of Astral increases the damage dealt by the character entering the field using a quick assist by 8%. The reason this is so good is obviously because the amount of quick assist and precise assist that Astra can proc for your 2 main characters is a lot. So being able to keep up this extra damage bump is going to be very easy. With 2-piece Swing Jazz, you get the plus 20% to energy regen, which is obviously something we need for Astra to get the chords back faster. Or if you decide to go with 2-piece Hormone Punk, you will get the plus 10% to your attack. For your disc main stats, at your 4th and 5th disc, you're going to want attack percentage, and then for your 6th disc, either energy regen or attack percentage. For your disc substats, we're looking for any attack we can get, crit rate, crit damage, and pen. For Astra's best team options, if you are free to play, pairing her up with Billy and Ambi with the Avocado Boo or the Bag Boo is a good option. This way you have your attack character with Billy, your stun character with Ambi, and you can activate all 3 of their additional abilities. For your Astra Ether DPS team, pairing her up with Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi with the Resina Boo is great. The main thing here with Qing Yi as your stun character, being able to add on the stun multiplier, and Zhu Yuan's core passive being able to do more damage to stun characters, this team just works out really well. If you wanted the Astra Disorder team, pairing her up with Miyabi and Yanagi with the Agent Gulliver Boo is fantastic. Obviously, with Miyabi being one of the strongest characters in the game, and Yanagi pairing up with her extremely well, being able to proc Disorder and give Miyabi her Fallen Frost points to use that charge basic attack, this team just works out way too well. And then Astra obviously being able to increase their damage and crit damage is just so nuts. Now, there are plenty of other team options you can use with Astra, and if there's a team you like using, definitely let me know in the comments. But the thing I want to reiterate is that even though she is a healer and a buffer, and I understand if people don't want her, if you already have Caesar or you just don't care about having her, the one thing I really like is her versatility with her additional ability. She's not tied to her faction. As long as you have an attack character or an anomaly character, you're good to go. So whether you have Ellen, Zhu Yuan, Jane, Bernice, Miyabi, Yanagi, Soldier 11, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have a second character that can help your first character's additional ability, Astra has you covered. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Astra's Mindscape Cinema and whether it's worth getting multiple copies of her. For her M1 12-tone equal temperament, when Astra Yao's attack hits an enemy, the target's all attribute res is reduced by 6%, stacking up to 3 times and lasting 30 seconds. Repeated triggers refresh the duration. Upon entering the battlefield, Astra Yao immediately gains 1,000 decibels. When activating her ultimate, all squad members gain 1 stack of Song of Protection for 60 seconds. When attacked by an enemy, consumes Song of Protection, granting invulnerability for 1 second. Her M2, Art of Greed, the attack buff from core passive Graceful Dante, is further increased by 19% with an increased maximum of 400, so that means a 1,600 total attack bonus. While in the Idyllic Cadenza state, when other squad members switch through a quick assist, chain attack, defense assist, or evasive assist, Astra will additionally follow up with 1 tremolo and 3 tone clusters to attack. This effect can trigger once every 3 seconds. Her M3 Interwoven Staff Notation gives the +2 level bonus to all of her base skills. Her M4 Hair Upon Your Nape, after activating a chain attack or an ultimate within 15 seconds, Astra can trigger a quick assist even if she does not have Chords. When the attack hits an enemy, the interval for triggering a quick assist is reduced to 1 second, while in the Idyllic Cadenza state, when other squad members enter the field via a quick assist, they will receive different buffs based on their specialty, and this effect can be triggered once every 3 seconds for this entire squad. If you're an attack character, your next quick assist heavy attack on an enemy will deal extra damage equal to 300% of Astra Yao's attack. If you're an anomaly character, the next quick assist will have 50% increased anomaly buildup, and if you're a stun character, the next quick assist will inflict 50% increased days. Her M5 Proxy and Silk String gives another +2 level bonus to her skills. And lastly, her M6 We Are the World. While in the Idyllic Cadenza state, the damage multiplier for tremolo and tone clusters will increase to 200% of the original, and crit rate is increased by 80%. When triggering a precise assist, Astra Yao will automatically follow up with the charged third hit of the basic attack with an 80% increased crit rate. This effect can trigger once every 10 seconds. In my opinion, her M1 and M2 are great stopping points, and her M6 is nothing to scoff at. Her M1's not bad, giving the attribute res reduction and the 1000 decibel points. That's pretty good. Her M2 is the best stopping point in my opinion if you don't want to spend a lot of pulls. You get the core passive bonuses so you can do more damage and also allow her to attack with more tremolos and tone clusters. Her M4 is good, and I do like that the specialties for each of the other character types do get some sort of bonus, and with her M6 pretty much guaranteeing a crit hit with those specific skills is kind of nuts. So as long as you have 20% crit rate, with those other attacks, they're guaranteed to crit hit, so it does allow her to be a little more of a DPS support character. For my final thoughts, I'll be honest, I was sleeping on Astra. I was gonna 100% be all in for Evelyn for the second half of this update, but I don't know what it was. After we played through the 1.5 special episode, I was like, maybe I just need both of them. And to be honest, I want to get as high as I can in the simulated battle trial and its new exclusive mode. I want to get as high as I can, and having Astra be able to heal my teammates and give the attack buffs just ended up being a must-have for me. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is my Astra Yao build guide. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. How are your Astra pulls going if you're deciding to pull for her? Or are you going to be saving for Evelyn and the Ching Yi rerun banner in the second half of the update? Or are you going to be saving for next update where we're getting 2 extra members of Obel Squad, the same faction that Soldier 11's under? For our S-rank characters, we're getting Silver Soldier Ambi, who's going to be an attack electric character, and Trigger, who's going to be an electric stun character. And we're getting a new A-rank character. If you remember during the 1.2 story, Pulchra, that is who we're getting. She's going to be a physical stun character. In any event, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell next to notifications so you don't miss out on any other Zenless Zone Zero content we have coming out on the channel. If you didn't know, we live stream here on the channel and also over on Twitch. That link will be in the description. There are drops occasionally for Zenless Zone Zero, so if you want some extra polychrome and some other rewards, be sure to tune in to the stream. Also, be sure to join my Discord. If you got a great stat roll, if you have a good build going for a character, if you have a clip you want to share, we have an entire channel dedicated to Zenless Zone Zero. But we also talk about a variety of other games on top of PC tech, anime, and more. Lastly, if you want to help support the channel even more, you can look into becoming a member. Now, if you don't know what a membership is, it's essentially like a Twitch subscription. Granted, it's cheaper over here on YouTube, but you're going to get access to the exclusive emotes, the monthly badges, and other cool stuff, including early access to all my long-form videos. So if you'd like more information, all you have to do is press the join button next subscribe, and that'll give you a rundown with all the details you need. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Benny Boy. We'll catch you in the next video.
Witness the magic of music to your heart's reflections.